Welcome, friends. This episode, we're going to talk about grief during the holidays. So, I know that it is early November, and so it feels a bit early to talk about grief during the holidays. However, everything around us right now is screaming Christmas, okay? And this started before Halloween. All the stores start to get out the Christmas decorations. All of the Christmas candy is out. I haven't heard any Christmas songs yet, except for when my children are practicing for the Christmas program. But just earlier and earlier, we start to see the marketing of Christmas being rolled out earlier. So when this happens, so with grief, right? Like there are certain things that just trigger grief that are outside of us, right? Like they are external things. So this might be if you hear a song that was your dad's favorite song, or it might be when you eat a food from your childhood and you're like, oh my gosh, like that reminds me of my mom so much. So some of these things are like the seasons changing, okay? Like when the seasons change, that can bring about that feeling of loss because time is moving forward and we can actively see it. Okay, like it's outside of us, it's an external factor that's causing us an internal feeling. And one of those are the holidays. And there is so much noise now around the holidays. There are so many commercials. There's things that pop up on your social media feed. You walk into the grocery store, and like I said, all the packaging now has the Christmas stuff right around Halloween time. And so it's just a marketing ploy, right, to get people to buy more things, but it also brings about a lot of feelings in humans of like, oh, rushed. Oh my gosh, this is coming. I better prepare. And when you're grieving, it can bring about those feelings of dread and loss and sadness even sooner and can almost catch you unaware when it happens. So, that's why I wanted to put this out kind of early or beginning in November to just say, like, this is normal in our society now with marketing and all the bombardment of ads and social media and all the things. Like, you're more aware of it earlier. And so it can feel like a shift in you and you don't know what's happening. So, just to say again, like, that's normal. You're a human, you're having an emotion or a reaction to an external thing that is happening that you really have no control over. You can have some control over it, right? You can like be like, I'm not going to go on social media till the new year, or I'm not going to watch as much TV, or right, like you can do things like that, but externally, or you could even do like pickup orders from the grocery store or from the stores, so you don't have to go inside. But you can't stop the stores from marketing that way. You can't stop the commercials from playing. So, therefore, it's an external thing that we really have no control over. And when this happens, again, for one, it can feel like you're being bombarded with these emotions and it's like it feels very unexpected. So, I tell people to just be like, okay, oh, there's that grief, right? Like, be aware of it and name it. There's my grief. Oh, like I felt like I was being weird or crazy these last couple of days. Like, oh, it's because I'm grieving. Oh, it's because I see the change in like the seasons and the holidays, and like, oh, it's like bringing up grief that I didn't even know. So just to see that, notice that, and be like, oh, wow, like there's that grief. There it is again. It caught me off guard again. There it is. And then to dive a little deeper and to ask myself, like, okay, why am I feeling this way? So, for the first couple of years after my parents' death, it was a lot of the unknown. We still had, like, my brother now lives in my childhood home, but like at the time, nobody was living there. We were kind of cleaning it out, but it was unknown, right? Like, Should we go there? Should we have it at like my house? Should we have it at my sister's house? Like it was unknown. We keep the same traditions? Like so it just feels very unknown about a lot of these things that you have done for so long. And it just can feel a little anxiety provoking or fear coming up. I know for me also, like my mom's death anniversary is early December. And so about like a week or a few days before that, like I start to not sleep very well. I start to just feel like more tense. I'm more short with the kids. And it is strange because so even if the day doesn't line up on the calendar, your body feels that shift in the time. So I'm going to give you a different example of that. So my dad, it was like the week before Easter that my dad went on hospice, or like the week of Easter. It was Holy Week, okay? So my dad went on hospice that week. He became Catholic that Wednesday, and my husband became Catholic that Saturday, like at the Easter Vigil Mass. And so those dates were like April 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, or maybe I'm one off, April 16th, 17th, 18th, etc. So even on the years, like Easter moves, right? So even on the years that Easter doesn't fall around that time, if we have an earlier Easter, if it lands in March, around Easter, I start to not sleep well that week. I start to feel tense. But the same can be true or could be said around that April 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th. Okay, like around those days, my body just like holds on to that and it's like, oh, like we better panic. Something bad happened around this time. Like all that dread and fear and panic, like all of that, I just feel it in my body again. And especially the first few years, it was just like, why am I so upset? Like I thought I was gonna be upset at Easter and I wasn't. And now like it's mid to end of April and I'm like, I just feel tense. I feel like something's happening. Like, and it's like, oh, it's because my body is responding to the dates on the calendar, not the dates of Easter. It's responding to the dates on the calendar. So I'm just throwing that out there so you guys know that that can happen as well. And so again, be aware of it and be like, oh, there's grief. I also know around the dates, like about a week before my dad died, like on those dates, like or on that date, like the week before that, I can't sleep because that's what happened. Like I slept very, very little. I had an infant. I had just given birth like 5 weeks before that, 6 weeks before that. And just all that, like I knew my dad was close. Like I knew that he was gonna die like pretty soon, right? Like so just I just can't sleep that week. And I don't make it mean anything's gone wrong. I'm just once we are aware of it and we name it, it helps us get that control back and be like, oh, that's what's happening. Okay, like I know what to do with this. So then what I want you to do is and sometimes too, it doesn't line up with any dates or time. We just feel it, right? Like again, a song might play, or we might see the Christmas things, and we might just start to feel that. And so again, be aware, name it, and then I want you to name the specific feeling. So if you're like, wow, I just feel tense, I just feel anxious, I feel just sad, like name it and then describe where it's at in your body. So for me, when I feel tense, like my shoulders just hurt all the time because I'm so tense. I usually like my neck gets stiff and I like can't move my neck for like a week. I just like my whole body, like I just notice like I'll be sitting there and all of a sudden I'll be like, relax. Like, so my whole body, like my muscles are just on high alert. They're just clenched up and I have to like tell myself to like visibly relax. Like that's, I just feel like such an intense, tense feeling that, and then I give it a color, right? Like I like to give it like an image or a color, for me, often with that tense, anxious feeling, I describe it as like when you see a cloud coming on the horizon, there's been tornado warnings in the area, and you see like this greenish, purplish cloud come in, and you're like, oh my gosh, we gotta grab all this stuff from outside that can fly. We gotta get in the basement. We gotta grab a few things. Like, that's like the image that comes to mind for me. And it has like that color, right? Like that purplish, like green, like, ooh, like, you guys know what I'm talking about. So that's what the feeling looks like. I describe where it's at my body, if it's hot or cold. Okay, and as you do that, as you're describing it and sitting with the emotion, it will fade away. And our mind wants to tell us to like push it away unnaturally. Okay, when we naturally just sit with the feeling, it'll fade away. But our mind wants to be like, well, but they're in a better place. Remember, like, oh, don't think about that. Don't dwell on that. Like, oh, but you have to be happy for your kids. Like, our mind wants to just snap out of that and just force that feeling away. And then the kicker of it is it keeps coming up with more intensity because we force it away unnaturally. If we naturally allow it to fade away, when it comes back, and it will come back, it feels less intense. It feels less daunting. It feels like, oh, I'm like, this is sadness. Like I can deal with sadness. I can handle hard things. Like I can allow myself to feel sad for 2 minutes. Okay, so like, and then over time, it becomes less and less. Now, sometimes it might just pop up and like catch us off guard again, but then we're like, okay, like I just need to like process it again. And and it's not bad, okay? Like our bodies and in its beauty, we're designed to feel emotions more than once. We wouldn't want to go through life only being able to feel joy one time. And be like, oh, I already used my joy. Like, sorry, I can't use it for this. I like, I don't have any joy left. And it's just being like neutral all the time. And be like, I used up my joy. Oh, I should have saved it. But we think that with the kind of the sadder or bad, we call them emotions, right? Like we only want to feel sad one time. We want to be like, well, I processed that a year ago. Why do I feel this way? And the reality is like it just comes up again because we're humans and we experience feelings more than once. So nothing's gone wrong. You're just a human. So be aware of the feeling, name the feeling, allow the feeling. And then from that place, then we can plan how we want the holidays to look or how we want to show up. And I encourage everybody to get a planner or, your electronic calendar in your phone or whatever, and write down, or even a piece of paper. Start with a piece of paper and write down every single thing that you typically do for the holidays. And then just keep asking yourself, and what else? And what else? If you're like the type of people that go and cut down a Christmas tree, okay, put that on the list. If there's 3 different Christmas programs for the age groups that your kids are in, put that down. If there are different, if you go to like a friend's Christmas and then you have your in-laws Christmas and then your family's Christmas and then your own individual family Christmas like gathering, put those all down. If there's a cookie exchange that you like to do at the church, put that down. Okay, like think of everything. I like to do holiday baking with my sister, which usually takes 2 days of baking on a weekend. So I put that down. Okay, everything. We like to go drive around looking at Christmas lights. We don't get to it every year, but like I like to put it down because I do enjoy that. I like listening to the Christmas carols and like driving through different parts of town and like maybe having hot chocolate, like and looking at the pretty lights. Like I put that down, okay? Like listing everything out and then going through one by one and deciding if you want to keep it for this year if you want to get rid of it this year, or if you just want to get rid of it in general. If you're like, every year we go put up Christmas lights outside on the house and I hate it. I get stuck doing it. I'm mad at my husband. They look awful. Like I'm tired when I do it, right? Like just eliminate it. Why are we doing that one? So pick the ones that you're like, yes, I really, really, even if I feel more sad this year, or if, maybe there's some family dynamics that are going on, and you're like, but I want to go do that anyway. Like, put it down, okay? And then put it on your calendar. And just also, I like to plan like the days around that. So for us, like my in-laws typically come here on one day and we open gifts, I make food, but I know the few days before that, I want to clean the house. And so I put that in too. So like it's not just the one day, it's like the day before, that day of opening gifts, and then the day after of like cleanup and what do I want to do for that, right? So like the one thing is usually like a 3-day thing. And so I just plug that all in and then I look at it again and I say, is this manageable? Do I want to do this? If the answer is still yes, then I know, okay, I am going to have a protocol for the things that like I might decide ahead of time and be like, yes, I want to have my in-laws over. Oh, but I wake up that day and like I feel so sad and I can't stop crying. I don't even have the energy to shower. I don't want to do that. Okay, what would my protocol be? Would I call and move it to a different day? Would I ask my husband to be like, can you just host everybody? I did that one Thanksgiving. I was sick. And so I woke up that morning, I got the turkey in the oven, and about a half hour later, I was like, I can't do today. I am so sick. I can't go. I had a fever. So my husband was like, all right, what needs to be done? And he didn't make everything, right? Like some of the things he didn't make. I think he did instant potatoes instead of real potatoes. Like it was different than how I would have done it, but I couldn't do it. So knowing those things, like asking for help, planning out how you want it to look like, what you want it to look like, how you can take care of yourself, right? I even like to walk through, like, if I'm at an event, what are my go-to phrases I'm going to say? If I feel overwhelming sadness, my protocol is I go to the bathroom and I take 5 minutes and I name the feeling, I allow the feeling, I might cry or I'll splash some water on my face and I'm like, okay, I want to go back out there and I want to hang out with people, or nope, I'm ready to leave. Here's my code word for my bestie that came with me. We're now leaving. Or can I call an Uber? Can I, right? Like how, like just planning it. Okay. So grief in the holidays. I know it feels early because it is. But just to note, like we can start preparing now before it kind of hits if it hasn't already hit. So if it has already hit and you're kind of struggling with it, I encourage you to go to Catholic Grief Coach and book a free consult call with me, and we can walk through what your next steps can be. Okay. And even if you're like, I just need this to like talk to somebody to help me plan for this one holiday event, that's great. Use the free consult call. All right. CatholicGriefCoach.com. God bless you guys. I'm praying for you, and I hope you have the best possible day that you can. God bless.